In less than 2 hours, President Obama will arrive in Tanzania, the last leg of his three-nation African tour. But he's not the only U.S. president in Africa this week. His predecessor, George W. Bush, and his wife, Laura, are in Zambia on a humanitarian mission helping women there fight cancer. And CNN's Robin Curnow spoke with them in an Aaron Burnett Out Front exclusive. And Robin's joining me now from South Africa with that. So what did the former president have to say, Robin?
Hi there, Kate. Well, as President Mandela spends his fourth week in this hospital, I asked President Bush and Mrs. Bush to reflect on what he means to them.
Sometimes there are leaders who come and go. His legacy will last for a long time.
He is, I think, really an inspiration to people around the world and to a lot of Americans. A figure that we watched from afar from the United States, and I have a lot of respect for, of course.
He was quite tough on you, though. He criticized you publicly about the Iraq War.
Yeah, he wasn't the only guy. It's okay. I mean, I didn't look at him any differently because he didn't agree with me on an issue.
Now, after 9/11, the Bush administration stepped up surveillance programs. With that in mind, I asked President Bush his reaction to the Edward Snowden leaks.
Do you think he's a traitor?
I know he damaged the country, and the Obama administration will deal with it.
But do you think it's possible for one man to really damage the security of the nation?
I think he damaged the security of the country. Yeah.
And when it comes to surveillance, there can be real-time understanding of what you're Googling.
I put the program in place to protect the country, and one of the certainties is civil liberties were guaranteed.
So you don't think there's a compromise between security and privacy?
I think there needs to be a balance, and I think, as the president explained, there's a proper balance.
You don't want to criticize the Obama administration. Is that something that you've really made a decision not to do?
I think it does any good. It's a hard job. He's got plenty on his agenda, and it's difficult, and a former president doesn't need to make it harder.
Because in the polls, you are now sort of
Could care less.
You don't care?
No.
Whether people think you're favorable or unfavorable?
The only time I really cared was on Election Day. You know, I guess it's nice. I mean, let me rephrase that. Thank you for bringing it up.
You like the idea that people perhaps are looking at you differently?
You know, I mean, ultimately history will judge the decisions I made. And I won't be around because it's going to take a while for the objective historians to show up. And so I'm pretty comfortable with it. I did what I did. I know the spirit in which I did it.
Comfortable in retirement, President Bush and Mrs. Bush open up that clinic today. It helps to diagnose and treat cervical cancer. They hope thousands of lives will be saved. Kate, back to you.
All right, Robin, a great opportunity to hit on many important topics with the former president and the former First Lady this morning. Robin Curnow in South Africa. Thanks, Robin. And you can watch Robin's full exclusive interview with President Bush, including more on his global health initiative in Africa tonight.